Death Valley Clemson Memorial Stadium. Nearing the midway point of this season, Week 5 in our coverage of EA Sports College Football. It's the Miami Hurricanes and the Clemson Tigers. Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with you. Let's check in with our sideline reporter, Holly Rose.
Death Valley, the tradition is real. You touch the rock, you run down the hill, and it is a beautiful venue. Clemson has become one of the most difficult places to play in the ACC, if not college football. These fans are electric and dynamic. Call it Death Valley for a reason. This is where teams' dreams come to die. Guys, back to you.
We'll keep an eye on that, Holly. The Canes will kick off first, and here we go. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Johnson. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37.
It was a really nice play there. The thing I like about this guy, too, his versatility. He's not just good running the ball, but he can catch and he can block. And you think about all the greats they've had at the position in recent years. Versatility at the running back position, being an every down back. And that's exactly what this guy embodies.
Wants to throw on first down. Here comes the heat. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
A good job by this defense. Great job in the secondary. Eyes on the quarterback. They took away the first option, made him go to option 2, made him go through his progression, and then they got time to get home and get a hit on the quarterback.
Quarterback may change this route. They'll go back to the air on second down. Pulls it in. It's Johnson. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49. Clemson jumps to the line.
And I think great offenses find a way to get their playmakers the football in space. Nice job designing the wheel route. It's good versus man. It's good versus zone. Nice route. Nice catch by the running back.
He'll go out of bounds inside the 40. They'll mark it at the 39.
First down for the Tigers.
The Tigers have it with a 1st and 10. Caught in the backfield, it's Moore. Turning it on! Guided out of bounds at the 22. A good play for this offense as they are threatening to score.
And, man, that's not a surprise that they come to their go-to guy early. This is an offense that's so much fun to watch, and it's because they know who they are. They know how to get the ball to their playmakers. And on the first drive, Palmer, get your guy a touch, get him involved. You know receivers got some feelings, Jesse. I love that they're getting him lathered up and a touch early in this football game.
Yeah, he's definitely one of those guys who feels like he's open every single play, so it is a good idea to get him going early. For the defense, that's a bit of a...
Makes the grab and room to run. He's run out of bounds after the big gain, and they are in business, 1st and goal.
Well, that's great timing by the quarterback and receiver on that out route. If you're going to be running that against man coverage like they were there, that ball has to be thrown early, and it's got to be thrown out in front of the receiver, and they execute it perfectly.
Looking to throw. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
And a lot of times when you see running backs catch the football, man, they've got a little bit of space to operate. That's great coverage. Being right there when he catches the ball to deliver the hit, to make sure he doesn't secure the catch, elite coverage.
He wants to change this route. He'll run it up the middle, trying to pick his way to the end zone. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
It's looking like they're going to have to try to throw this one into the end zone here on third down, David. Quarterback's got to be careful. Can't get greedy because you know these windows, they close fast.
Extremely tight windows. Find your big body guys that you know can win in contested situations here on third down.
It's 3rd and goal and 3rd and long. He'll set up to throw. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18.
And the defense gets a sack, and that's going to be the big determining factor in this football game. A week ago, he only got sacked one time. They've already got him on the ground. If they want to win this football game, they got to keep getting after the quarterback.
Never a doubt. Right down the middle. And that'll put the first points of the game on the board. It's 3-0. And he takes this from inside the 5. He's out of bounds at the 25-yard line, gets it right back to the touchback position, and the offense will take over. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. Immediately fires to the middle. Turns it on at midfield. That defense got gashed, but they finally get him to the turf at the 47.
Get the big-time receiver involved early in the game. That's a huge key for this offense, no matter who they're playing against. But you can see, with his size, with his ability after the catch, this guy is a weapon, and he's putting this defense on alert early.
Here's Darian Mensa to throw. Trying to beat the D deep. Caught. And he will score. Touchdown, Miami.
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
And that was not what they had in mind as the kickoff sails out of bounds. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Looking to scramble. Trying to make magic with his feet. Huge play there into plus territory, and they'll mark him out of bounds at the 46.
Well, they dial up a pass play there on first down, and how about the quarterback there? Buys time, he's outside, he's looking for people to get open on the scramble drill, but there's nothing happening, and it's just a really quick decision to decide to take off and go get another first down now, and they've got the defense on their heels.
Got 6 yards on the play, 2nd and 4 coming.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
6-yard pickup on first down, leaves them with 2nd and 4. They'll go right back to him. Maybe a crease. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Clemson. Once he got some room, it was over. So a crease, nothing but green grass and opportunity, and he flashed through it for 6.
Man, when you can get 30-plus yards out of your running back and he can make big plays like this, man, it's hard to call a lot of passes. I'm just going to feed this guy the rock.
And the extra point gives him a 3-point lead at 10-7. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they finished it off with a 40-yard touchdown run. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He's out of bounds at the 24, probably looking for a little more on that return, but that's where his offense will go to work. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. You've had some early scores. They got the ball back, trailing by a field goal, 10-7. The run inside. It's Fletcher. They've got him down at the 40 after he ripped off 15 yards.
That's a nice-looking run, man, and what a legacy here when you think about Edgerrin James and Frank Gore, Willis McGahee, Clinton Portis, game breakers at the running back position. This guy, he seems like he's destined to play on Sunday.
Throwing, Mensah. With the catch, it's Fletcher. He stopped right at the 50-yard line, but they'll move the chains. It's first down.
And you blitz me, I'm getting the ball out of my hands. Really good job understanding that by the offensive coordinator, this quarterback, seeing the blitz, getting the ball to a playmaker, letting him do some damage. And more importantly, I don't have to throw it way down the field. Just get the first down.
Looking to throw on first down. He lobs one high down the left side. Has it! They make the stop at the 5-yard line, but they've got it first and goal. So close to cashing it in for this offense. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Lets it fly. Touchdown, Hurricane. Got it right in the heart of the end zone.
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open, and he was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
And he tacks on the extra point. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Looking to throw on first down. Just a short pass to the tight end. Breaks into the open. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down. And the Tigers in the hurry up. Motion from the wideout. Quarterback making checks. Looking for a gap. It's Davidson. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
Got 6 on first down. Now a lot of options on second and 4. Looking to fire. The sure hands. It's Moore.
You know, Clemson football is at its best when they've got that guy at the helm that can be a playmaker. And Cade Klubnik had some of those flashes, right? Like going to the college football playoff the year before. But Clemson returning back to humanity a year ago. Not a good season for them. And Jesse, they didn't go out and get the five-star commit in the portal. They didn't go out and pay a lot of money. They believe in developing it through high school and the guys they've brought in.
Is it the guy, though? Because you mentioned it, David, and you're so right. When they had Deshaun Watson or they had Trevor Lawrence, they were the guy. They were the guy that took this offense, took this entire team to a national championship caliber level. They were true alphas at the quarterback position, and now we're going to find out if this new guy is the guy.
They've got a first down here to open the period. He goes right back to the air. Steps away to find some room. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
And you get more and more hits on the QB like this right there, more and more making him scramble out of the pocket to the right. That's winning. He's going to start to see ghosts. He'll start to panic. They'll start to speed up that processor. Nice job by the defense making that quarterback feel very, very uncomfortable.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose.
Great job by the defense, forcing the fumble, but a bad, unfortunate bounce, and the offense pounces back on it.
Third down is where the money is made, but they're lucky to be here after that ball was loose. He's looking downfield to throw. Lets it slip right through his hands, and it'll be fourth down after the rare drop from this dude.
It's so nice when you know it's third and long, you know a pass is coming, you worked on it all week, get your feet set at the sticks, understand that quarterback's got to be rushed, get him off of his spot. Nice execution by this defense.
And no shot at a return here as the punt goes out of bounds. Comes that Miami offense back onto the field. They've come out smoking with touchdowns on each of their first two drives. And oh, he's got some space. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38. He had the perfect play to open the drive, and now they'll snap it again from the 38. Right back to the well. It'll be a gain of 6. That's up 2nd and 4. As you watch how a season unfolds and you get off to a good start like these guys have in ACC play, that momentum can really be powerful.
Oh, 100%. The momentum, the confidence. Like, you go from starting the season and saying, we want to be great in these areas, and now you're starting to see it, starting to pile up some...
And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36.
You're not going to win a lot of games if you can't protect your quarterback. In their last game, they got sacked 4 times, lost the game. And so far in this one, they're having difficulty again. These guys up front have got to do a better job communicating and giving their QB time.
Fires to the wideout. Oh, sticks that big mid up there and grabs it. Gets the ball up to the 50-yard line, and it'll be first down.
Two hands is coached. You know, one hand optional. What a great one-handed stab.
And the Canes are moving quickly down the field. Mensah. Makes the grab on the left. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down.
That had to be a coverage bust because there is no way one of the best receivers in the country was that wide open. Somebody on defense wasn't where they were supposed to be. They had their eyes in the wrong place. That should not happen ever.
Creates a little space. They're just trying to flex the muscle. They get him down at the 34 after a pickup of 4. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Back to pass. He's got it. And he's brought down after a nice gain. And the Hurricanes will line it up on 1st and 10. Running inside. It's Fletcher. They'll give him 4 on the pickup. It's 2nd and 6. Offense gets set for 2nd down. Here's Mensah to throw. Here's a heat. Stopped at the 13-yard line as they try to turn this into points.
This is a defense that's going to be aggressive, and they're not going to just sit back and rush 4 guys on that play. They're going to send the blitz. You're getting smaller, faster guys fighting fire with fire. You know this quarterback is athletic, but we've got fast guys too, and that time, that was a great play call defensively.
Darian Mensah from the gun on 3rd down. Their pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Yeah, and on money down defensively, you got to find ways to affect the quarterback. Nice job by the defense, getting the pressure, getting to him, getting a hit on him, and forcing the incompletion, and now forcing the 4th down.
He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Right on the money.
Well, it's a heck with being conservative, right? I mean, that essentially would have just been a chip shot field goal with where they were on that 4th down, but they decide to go for it, throw it. They're looking for 6. They're going for a touchdown. They are being aggressive.
They'll keep it on the ground for 1st and goal. No room to run, and he stopped right at the line of scrimmage. It'll be 2nd and goal.
Well, this is a defense that we know takes tons of pride stopping the run. That's where it all starts and ends with them, and you saw a great effort on that last play.
They'll run it to the left, looking for the end zone. He works his way ever closer, all the way down to the 1-yard line. The Tigers will call a timeout. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. 3rd and goal, and let's see if they can even operate in this noise. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. They are backed up, tough field position. The drive starts from their own 9-yard line. Pulls it in, it's Moore. How about that effort to get it out across the 20? They'll mark it at the 21. It's a 1st down. Clemson is quick to the line.
And as soon as the receiver caught the ball, you saw the quarterback start communicating to his teammates what the next play was going to be because they're now changing the tempo and going fast.
Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line.
And after that long completion for the 1st down, did you see everybody sprinting to the line of scrimmage offensively? They want to go tempo right now.
On the run, it's Davidson. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking to fire. Pocket breaking down. Intercepted. Oh, what a play. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
Well, that's a huge moment here in the game at the end of the first half because the offense is trying to march down the field. They're trying to cut into the opponent's lead. But with that interception and with that return, the defense now, they've put their team in an opportunity to pad their lead with more points here at the end of the first half.
He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. And the Canes with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front.
You gotta have that defense you know you can go to in running situations. Your base defense when you say, okay, this is where I'm going to start, and I'm going to stop the run, stuff it up front. My guys play big up front. And then if I need to add some blitzes to it later on down the road, I can. But great job in the base defense making a play.
And after that pitch and catch, he's already over 200 yards, and we're in the first half, Jesse.
Man, Reese, he's dialed in right now. He's really doing a nice job seeing the field, reading coverages, and finding his open guy.
The Hurricanes getting set on 1st and 10. Here's Darian Mensah to throw. Looking for the score. Touchdown, Canes. Made the grab in the end zone. His 3rd touchdown of the game. That's almost half of his total as he now has 7 on the year. And with the extra point, it's a 21-10 game.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
Slips through the line. Dynamic on kick returns, and that one puts his offense in business. Just enough time for one final play of the half. Handoff to the lone back. And after that short game, they'll head to the locker room for halftime. We played 2 quarters here and reached halftime, and we will now check in with Kevin Connors in the studio.
Fellas, we are beginning to see a little separation in the standings. The Week 5 edition of our update show. We kick things off with Arkansas taking on the number 3 team, the Texas A&M Aggies. And it's the Aggies on the losing end right now of a tight one. This legit playoff contender kind of stumbled out of the gates, and while there is time to turn things around, they had better start soon. Here now, some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now.
Miami's offense comes out ready to go to work. Keeping it on the ground to open the second half. He's past the 30. There he goes. At the 20. Touchdown, Miami. He found some open space and turned on the Jets. How efficient have they been as they extend this lead here in Week 5? An impressive run from the back. Gets him 6 points, good drink of water, and maybe a little oxygen.
He definitely needs some oxygen after that long run, but it looks simple, right? Just hand the ball off, but when you can make big plays like this in the run game, man, does it make offense fun.
And the extra point is good. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. They're down 28-10, and I don't think it's exaggerating to say their chance of winning this football game probably rides on this drive. Now improvising. Just couldn't find an open man. He'll get rid of it, and it'll be second down.
Like the job by the defense there in coverage. They took every option away from the quarterback. He was outside of the pocket, nowhere to go with it, so they forced the incompletion throwaway.
Last incompletion leaves them still sitting at their own 25 with 2nd and 10. Making side adjustments here. 2nd and 10, he'll throw again. Unloads to the wideout. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming.
And if this offense is going to get back in the football game, those are the plays they have to make. Like, they have to make contested catches. They got to find a way to get some points, to create some explosive plays. Those 50-50 balls, when you get your hand on it, man, they got to start making those plays.
3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And you thought maybe in this second half this offense could just find a rhythm, find something to take advantage of this defense, but the defense has really had their number, not putting up a lot of points, and again, an empty possession right there.
Guys, look at this. I'm surprised. They're going to gamble and go for it here on 4th down. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. On 4th down, going to the air. Looking to the big tight end. Drop the football, and they'll turn it over on downs. A bold decision to go for it on 4th down, and one that did not pay off. The Canes offense comes onto the field looking to put together a drive. On the ground, it's Fletcher. Finding some room. Got some room, entered to the goal line. Touchdown, Hurricanes! And the pummeling has started.
You know, this guy's had a big role in this offense this year, especially when they get down close to the end zone. That's his 5th rushing touchdown on the year. He's been a factor for these guys offensively.
And the point after is good. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Clemson comes out its offense ready to go on the attack. That 4th down gamble didn't pay off on the last drive, and it led to giving up a scoring drive, David.
Yeah, and everybody wants to go for it on 4th down. Everybody wants that, but your defense sometimes has to bail out your decision-making. We decided to go for it. We didn't get it. And the defense, Jesse, didn't come up big and prove me right.
Yeah, not complimentary football, no doubt. But look, this offense has been in these situations before, so you got to come back out here, take the field. It's a fresh set of downs, brand new drive. Let's go out and execute, put some points on the board.
He finds enough daylight and gets it out across the 45, out of bounds at the 47, and a big run there.
Well, that's why this running game can be so dynamic. This guy is special when he has the football in his hands. He can make people miss, he can run with power, and he also has speed. You saw it on that last play.
The Tigers come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. Using his legs to buy some time. Myers on the move. It's picked off, and another empty drive. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception.
And that's a frustrating play right there. Like, the protection was really, really good. Jesse, quarterback holds on to the football, has time, and then makes a critical mistake over the middle of the field.
And he's just staring his guy down for way too long. There was the defender that had a beat on him from the get-go, and he makes him pay. That's a mistake you don't expect to see that quarterback make.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Throwing, Mensah fires to the wideout. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at 3rd down.
These DBs better stay ready because even though they're trailing by a lot in this game, the opponent's not trying to run the ball and bleed the clock. They are still taking shots, so you're going to have to continue to try to make plays back there deep.
Rush is on him. Got him downfield. Now well within striking distance as that 3rd down play gets him a first at the 29.
Well, this guy's having a day. It doesn't matter where he's lined up or what routes he's running. He just seems to always be getting open, and his quarterback is taking notice. He's looking his way. Nice job there, throwing in time, getting it to him in space, and allowing him to go to work. This is turning into a very nice statistical day for this wide receiver.
And after that last completion, left them with just a yard or so to go for a first down. How will they attack on 2nd and short? Makes one-man miss.
This offense has to get this guy the ball in as many ways as possible. He showed you all of his tools on that last play.
The Canes come to the line with a new set of downs. They'll ride the hot hand. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive.
You got to love the physicality up front by the defense there, allowing only a minimal gain. These are big bodies on the D-line. They eat up blocks, allow the linebackers to run free and make stops.
2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Got his man on the right. They'd love to pick up this 3rd down and get a fresh set with 1st and goal. Darian Mensah from the gun on 3rd down. The quick out. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a first down. And the Canes come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. Wide receiver going in motion. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Crosses midfield. At the 30. The 10. Fighting for the end zone, and he dropped it.
Out of all the ways to get a first down, that's how the offense chose to do it. I mean, make the mistake, throw the interception, Palmer, but heads-up play, force the fumble, and recover it. First down.
And, David, you know the quarterback's counting his lucky stars. That was a bad decision. That should be the defense's ball. Luckily, they fumble it. His teammates get it back to give him another chance.
He's going to let one fly down the middle. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Mensah. He's got him this time. Gets it to the 42-yard line, and that's a first down. And the Hurricanes, right after the huge play through the air, back to the line. To the air on first down. Snagged in the middle. It's gone. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Finds us back in the middle. And the defense able to drag him down, but not before. They'll recycle that down marker. And the Canes have their offense in high gear. Here's Mensah to throw. He's moving out of the pocket. Bought a little time, lets it go. I don't think that's the way they drew it up. Incomplete.
And those are the ones you just want to pull it back in as soon as you throw it as a quarterback, because you know he was open, I had him, I just put too much underneath it and missed out on a big play.
Picks up the first down. And that stiff arm is a weapon for this runner. He uses it and picks up a first down. The Hurricanes back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. This time he wants to throw. And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44.
What a nice answer by this defense. You give up the big play, you respond right back, you get the sack, create some momentum for your side. Nice job by this defense staying with it.
Here's Darian Mensah to throw. Unloads to the wideout. Complete in the middle. And you can see the offense just feeling itself. They've got it down to the 21. The Canes, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Rolling to the right, trying to make something happen.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have a chance to be complete.
Not a lot there. Picks up one inside the 20 to the 19. 3rd and 8. From the gun, wants to pass. Gliding to the right, still trying to make a play. And that one's incomplete as they tried to hit him with a big play on the final snap of the 3rd quarter. 4th quarter is coming up. Just about ready to go in the 4th, and we'll see if any drama can be mustered. Now, wait just a second here. I don't see the kicker coming out. I think they're going to go for it here. Throwing, Mensah. The sweet feet buy a little time. It's dropped, and oh, what a tough way to end this drive.
You know, there are a lot of people watching this game that are thinking to themselves, where's the sportsmanship? You're blowing this team out. Why are you going for it on 4th down? Why not just punt, give it back, and just leave here with a W? That's because this
could be an alley. And they finally get him down, but not before. He's got him set up for business at the 49-yard line.
Well, the defense just had to chase that guy down and make a tackle after a long run, and no chance to substitute. They got to get the play call in because the offense is trying to go fast.
He can't find anybody. It'll be incomplete as the defense does a really good job in coverage.
And that's just the kind of game it's been for this quarterback and this offense. You got a great game plan all week long. You're watching it throughout practice. You think you're going to have a chance to light up the scoreboard, but they're just not able to hook up. You've got to give this defense a ton of credit. They've done a great job in coverage. They've been breaking on passes. They've had their number, and that's why they're leading by as much as they are.
The handoff to Johnson. Turning it on. They just gashed the defense on that one, and they've got it down to the 23. Clemson jumps to the line.
What a run, man. I tell you what, it's hard to pop runs. It's hard to get 3, 4, 5, 6 yards a lot of times. But when you got backs like this who can make huge plays with the speed, getting out in the open field, can take it the distance on every play, defenses are scared out of their mind.
And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26. Well, this offense giveth, and then it turned around and giveth it back.
And I think a bunch of people are going to go, why don't they just turn around and hand the ball? I'm not going to hand the ball off every single play. I understand nice big play the play before, but listen, you got to mix it up. You got to keep them guessing, but you obviously want to have a little more success than the sack.
Well, that last play is basically a microcosm of what today has been like for this offense. Just nothing happening. Not physical enough at the point of attack. They're being swarmed. They haven't had the balance necessary to win this game, and that's why they find themselves trailing late.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Tight windows, no problem to grab the tackle, and it's first down in the the red zone at the 10. Finally, some signs of life from this offense, which has done nothing in the second half. It's 1st and 10. Wants to throw it again. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down.
It's a nice adjustment by the defense here. With a big lead in the game, you're putting extra DBs on the field, knowing the offense has to throw to get back in this one in the 4th quarter. So your best cover guys on the field, and they force an incompletion on the last one.
Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Second down, he'll throw it. Fires into the end zone. It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6.
Well, this guy must feel like he's run into a buzzsaw in this game. He has been under duress all game long, and that's a big reason why he's thrown multiple interceptions in the game, too. Nothing coming easy to him. It's hard to see the field when your internal clock is going off so fast because of the pressure of this defense, and that's why they find themselves down by so much here in the 4th.
Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. Wants to throw it. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And the quarterback gets hit again. We already know this defense has gotten home to him multiple times in this game. So here you are. You're trailing in the game. Defense knows you're going to throw it. They're pinning their ears back. You can't...
Field goal unit's not coming out here, guys. I think they're going to go ahead and go for it on 4th and long. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Got his man. How about that tackle to stop him short on 4th down? They're backed up, 1st and 10 from inside their own 5, and they'll try to get this drive started. They'll start on the ground with Brown. Finds a little bit of room as he'll get 2 out to the 6.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Not much room to run. Give him 1 to the 7. 3rd and 6 yards to go. Looking to pass. It's Nickel. Got his man downfield. Coming out, attacking from deep in their own end, and they're out at the 26 with the 1st down.
This guy's looking real sharp this week. Listen, QBs hate throwing picks. He only threw 1 last week, but that really ate him up all week long in practice. He wanted to come out here, put his best foot forward. He's done just that.
Pulls and fires it complete to the right. And he was able to get away from 1 tackle, but plenty of help was on the way. Decent pickup on that play. And the Canes can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and the clock is definitely on their side. They'll just try to run it out here. Now on 2nd down. They'll keep it on the ground. They want this clock to move. And works it to the 40-yard line. That'll be a 1st down. And the Hurricanes come to the line in the hurry-up.
Oftentimes when offenses get a 1st down, that's when they like to speed up the tempo, and you're seeing them now go hurry up.
Makes the grab inside the 30. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the 1st down. And the Canes go back to work after moving the chains through the air.
Here we go. Ready, go.
They'll run it out of the gun with Brown.
And the defense is still fighting. They haven't had the day that they dreamed of. You know, talking to the coaches coming to the game, like they thought they had a good plan. They'd be ready to attack and limit some of the damage this offense has done. They haven't done it today, though. They got to go back to the drawing board, figure some things out, because this wasn't a great day.
And they'll stop him after a minimal pickup. Ball is at the 20. They'll try to convert this 3rd and short. Looking downfield, it's Nickel. Shoots it to the left. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. They're in field goal range here on 4th down, but they're going to keep this offense on the field. On 4th down, looking for the completion. And they get to him and sack the quarterback, and they'll stop the drive on down.
This is so a Jesse Palmer move. Exactly what he would do. Continue to put the foot on the accelerator, try to rub it in. Can't win by enough. Got to look good in the polls. This is your kind of offense, Paul.
That's caught. It's Johnson. They make the stop. Not a whole lot of ground picked up there, and they'll have work to do to get the first down. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. The offense changing the play. To the air on 2nd down. Throws to the wideout. And his first throw since coming in is incomplete.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show in the film room that people aren't going to like, but hopefully you can learn from it and do better next time.